Jessica hated Fridays. While most people counted down to happy hours or movie nights, she dreaded the long double shift at the diner. Bills piled up faster than tips, and her son, Ethan, always asked if she'd be home before he fell asleep. The answer was usually no. That night, the place buzzed louder than usual. A group of friends laughed at the corner booth, 2 teenagers argued over fries, and at table 12 sat a man in a sharp suit, looking like he didn't belong. Jessica noticed him because of the silence. His date, a woman in a glittering dress, had been talking non-stop. Loud. Complaining about the food, the service, the fact that the diner didn't even serve truffle fries. The man? He just sat there, polite but clearly miserable. Jessica walked past, pretending not to overhear when the woman snapped. "You're supposed to be successful, right? Why are we even here, in this kind of place?" The man's jaw tightened, his eyes shifting to the cracked linoleum floor. For some reason, Jessica's chest tightened too. She knew that look. It was the look of someone pretending not to be hurt. Minutes later, the woman stormed out, heels clicking like gunshots. She didn't even say goodbye. Jessica found herself walking over. "Hey," she said softly, "you okay?" The man looked up, surprised. His eyes, tired, kind, lonely, met hers. Honestly? Not really. Something in his voice tugged at her. Maybe it was exhaustion. Maybe it was the faint vulnerability of someone who'd had one too many disappointments. Without thinking, Jessica untied her apron. "Come on," she said, "let's get some fresh air." Outside, the night air was cool. Jessica crossed her arms, feeling suddenly self-conscious. What was she doing, talking to a stranger? But when he exhaled, shoulders loosening for the first time all night, she didn't regret it. "They said blind dates were supposed to be fun," he muttered. Jessica laughed. Whoever said that clearly never had one. That made him smile, just a little. And it was in that small smile, cracked open after a night of tension, that Jessica saw the truth. He wasn't arrogant or cold. He was just lonely. They stood there, 2 strangers on a dimly lit sidewalk, both pretending their lives weren't heavier than they looked. "Do you come here often?" he asked. She almost snorted. "Yeah, every day. I work here. Sometimes double shifts." His brows rose. "That's a lot." Jessica shrugged. "Single mom life. Rent doesn't pay itself." There. She'd said it. Most men, upon hearing she had a kid, would make polite excuses and vanish. But this man just nodded. Thoughtful. No judgment. "Your son's lucky," he said finally. "To have someone who shows up for him." The words pierced her like sunlight through clouds. Nobody ever said things like that to her. They talked a little longer. About Ethan, about how she wished she could go back to school someday. He didn't say much about himself, just that his job kept him busy, and that he often ate alone. Then her phone buzzed. A picture from her neighbor, Ethan asleep on the couch, clutching the stuffed dinosaur she'd stitched back together twice. Guilt washed over her. "I should go," she said softly. The man hesitated, then asked, "Would you, maybe have dinner with me sometime?" Jessica froze. She wanted to say yes. But reality clawed at her. Fancy suit. Polished watch. He probably lived in a different world entirely. She shook her head. "You're kind," she said. "But guys like you don't end up with women like me." And before he could answer, she hurried back inside. 3 weeks later, Jessica nearly dropped the tray she was carrying. There he was again. Table 12. Same suit, same quiet smile. Only this time, he wasn't alone. Ethan sat across from him, eyes wide with delight at the giant chocolate milkshake on the table. Jessica's heart raced. What's going on?" she stammered. The man stood. "I ran into your neighbor when I stopped by. Asked if I could take Ethan for ice cream. Don't worry, she was with us the whole time." Ethan waved his straw like a flag. "Mom. He said I could order anything I wanted." Jessica blinked, overwhelmed. "You didn't have to." "I wanted to," he said. Then, after a pause, "Jessica, I should have told you. My name's Daniel. I run a company downtown. People usually see the job, the money, but no one ever sees me. That night, you did. You didn't want anything from me. You just wanted to make sure I was okay." Her throat tightened. "I don't care where you work," he added. "I care about who you are. And if you'll let me, I'd like to care about Ethan too." Jessica couldn't breathe for a moment. The diner clatter faded, replaced by the sound of her son's laughter. Maybe kindness really was the thing that changed everything. That night, Jessica walked home with Ethan's hand in one palm and Daniel's in the other. For the first time in years, the future didn't feel like a burden. It felt like hope. And all it had taken was a moment of compassion on a cold sidewalk.